Back to school is here, and with all the cost of this time of year, you may be feeling the heat. Well, Premier Heating and Air is here to cool things down with great savings and rebates starting at $1,000 on a new heating and air system. Plus, you can choose from a free gift of a Wi-Fi thermostat, UV light, or a $100 Visa gift card. Also, Premier's $59 service call includes the first pound of Freon free. Visit PremierHeatingandAir.com and experience the Premier difference, a locally owned and operated company.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Team Lawrence. I'm your host, Pat Brock. I'm the Public Information Officer for Lawrence County Schools. And ladies and gentlemen, we are on the east side. We're getting ready to start this year off straight and right. We've got Principal Keldrick Burke here with East Lawrence High School. How are you doing, Principal Burke?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing well. Good to see you.
It's great to see you.
I mean, now, listen, I thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to talk with us today. We know you've got a lot going on, but we want to kind of talk a little bit about how, your principalship has gone and then what we're yet to see here at East Lawrence High School. Give us a little history here.
All right, going into my third year this year at East Lawrence High Schools. Yeah, last year was a very trying time. We lost a couple of staff members, but we steadied the ship. We made it through it. We survived, and I feel like this year, going into this third year together, man, we have some new energy. We have some new faces. We feel really good about our team. Our focus this year is on, we say we're one team, one family, one East, but we're really focusing on that teamwork aspect of moving our school. And
you know what's, when you talk about last year was hard. And I remember, when you lost Leon Horn, when you lost Carl Tyson, and it's like, Lord, how much more can we take? And I would see it on your face of just trying to, for one, to be that champion for not just this school, but for this community, because our community took a hit. And I think that you as a leader, you really had to pick yourself up, or the Lord had to pick you up by your bootstraps, for you to trudge on, because it was a very hard time.
Yeah, it was. But, we made it. We're here. Those guys left behind a stellar legacy. Here at East Lawrence High School, they were loved by all our staff and our students. So we just want to kind of carry on for them. Mr. Tyson, Mr. Leon Horn, they were big parts of what we did here. But, man, we feel like we have the pieces in place to replace those guys, to move East Lawrence forward.
And you have definitely been moving East Lawrence forward. I remember when you first started here with Lawrence County Schools and me going out to Gordon, Georgia, out in the sticks to kind of like get a few quotes from you and some photos. I remember meeting you, and it's like you hit the ground running, Mr. Burke, and you just truly tried to change. You've been working to change that culture of East Lawrence. And I know that you've been trudging, but you've been trudging uphill with this.
Yeah, there is an expectation. With my coaching background, we want to be good at what we do. We approach it. I love this job. I love what we do here. I love what I get to do here. This is not really a job for us. This is something that we, I talked to my staff this morning about. This is what we signed up for, and we're going to put everything we can into it for these students here on the east side. We're focusing on student attendance, student growth, and we're going to continue to grow our culture and our climate here. And that's the most important thing for us. And it kind of grounds every decision that we make here.
Absolutely.
At our school.
And we love the culture here. We love the fact that, you're not going to talk about it. You're going to be about it. And you're definitely those boots on the ground. You're making sure that I'm not going to ask them to do something that I myself would not do. And, you think about your foundation of who you are. How big a part does that play for you in a leader?
It's everything for me. Who you see at work is pretty much who you're going to see at home. Very family-oriented guy. I've been a part of teams my entire life. That has shaped my entire philosophy in terms of leadership and moving people and leading teams. Like you said, you made the statement in terms of me not asking someone to do something I'm not willing to do. Right. I believe in all hands on deck, and, more heads is better than one. And every decision that we make, we make it with the team mindset and our kids in mind. So, it's who I am and who I was brought up to be. Is just how I lead.
And and you are definitely leading by example. Having coached for many years and transitioning, as an educator and then as an administrator. Was that a big change for you, or is that how you had always led as a coach?
Nothing really changed for me, just the clientele. I have teachers instead of players now, but in terms of how I lead, how I develop, how we motivate, we still do the same thing. We talk about the same things. It wasn't a big change for me. The biggest thing for me was I got a lot of extra time back coming into the leadership role in terms of principalship, because coaching with kids, that's a 365, being responsible for them and making sure they stay on top of things. But now it's just moving people, changing mindsets, and that was a big thing coming in here at East Lawrence High School. We wanted to change the mindset that, hey, we have high expectations here, and we're not going to move off of those expectations because, I know what our kids can do here. We believe they can perform, and it's our job as adults, as teachers, as professionals to get the best out of them.
For sure.
And that's what we plan to do.
For sure. And you can walk into this building if you don't, and you'll see these beautiful. To me, it's like a mural on the glass. One team, one family, one East, and you're 3% better. It's like you're doing things tangibly and visibly for the kids to not only to buy in the classroom, but just to adapt that in their spirits, to even receive that and to be that one team, one family, one East, and coming together.
Yeah, we had some safety money that we had to spend, and I wanted to make sure that in doing that, you can kind of see, we can see out, but you can't see in our building. But we wanted to kind of make it East Lawrence. We put our theme, and you'll see that when you come to our school. But the biggest thing is, as you get closer to it, you'll see the kids in the background. And that's not by mistake. I wanted to send that message that, hey, everything we do, everything we say, that one team, one family, one East, is grounded in the fact that our students are the main focus here at East Lawrence High School.
And I know people call you coach, but Mr. Burke, it's like who you are as a leader and how you are defined and how you define yourself. You do have that expectation on the people that you've hired. And so how many new people do you have coming into East High?
I have about 7 to 8 new staff members coming in. We're really excited about those. It feels good when you actually, coming into a new job, you just step into that job and you make the best of it. I've been able to hire these people, sit in the interview, and be a part of the hiring process with that. So it really feels good about being able to choose your own. And when we have positions to come open, and I think all of these teachers fit the mold for what we want here in East Lawrence High. They're high energy, they're young, they're up and coming, they want to do well. We expect them to do well, and that's it. I'm excited about them, about having them all.
We're excited about it as well, Coach. And so is there anything you want to make sure that that you say or share with us, any new things about East Lawrence High School, things we should expect, any things that you implemented, or anything you'd like for those parents to know?
No, man, we expect for East Lawrence to continue to rise. We don't expect anything less. We've done a lot of work in terms of changing culture, changing mindsets. And one of the things that I want to make sure that I do this year is make sure that we continue to connect with our community. That's one of our main focuses, is making sure that we're out in the community, we're very active, and we want the community to know that we want them to be a part of our school. This is a partnership. We want to partner with our community in terms of making our students grow. But we're really excited about what's ahead for us, because I know, we know the pressure of the work that we do. We know the pressure of the work that we're under, but we're not backing down from that. We want to be somewhere in December, and my staff know what I'm talking about. We want to be somewhere in December, and we're thinking that the work that we're doing, that we're going to start doing now, is going to help us obtain that. And, parents, senior kids, we know you ready to send them back. Right. Tomorrow we are definitely ready to receive them. And, as my grandmama would say, and give them some learning.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. Well, Mr. Burke, it's always a pleasure. We're so proud of the great work that you've done here at East Lawrence High School, being a part of this Team Lawrence family here. We're proud of you living by example, the spirit of excellence in which you work, and the integrity that comes along with that. All right, so we're going to take a commercial break, and we're going to meet some of those employees and just kind of find out a little bit about their background and what they're bringing to the table. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Principal Keldrick Burke here at East Lawrence High School.
At Bank of Dudley, we're your community, your bank. And with 7 branches to serve you, there's a Bank of Dudley close by. And there's a familiar face close by. The same familiar faces that you've seen for many years. The same people that you've grown to trust, because that's what community banking is all about. 7 branches, local people, local decisions, local banking. That's the Bank of Dudley, serving our community since 1905.
You ready to meet the latest addition to the family? The money you saved us with auto owners helped make it all possible. It really is the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Excuse me?
Third best thing. Third best thing.
Auto Owners offers discounts for life, home, car, and business insurance because they think the more you protect, the more you should save. That's simple human sense.
Ask Curry Maffett Insurance in Dublin and Augusta if auto owners make sense for you.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen, here at East Lawrence High School. And, you know, when you're just talking about, when Mr. Burke was just talking about the culture and changing the culture here at East Lawrence High School and that buy-in to really get not only the educators motivated, but these kids as well. We've got 2 co-teachers here coming in. How are you guys doing?
We're good.
Good to see you both. Now, listen, we're going to start with you, sir. Introduce yourself. Tell us all about you, your family. Talk to us about your background, okay?
Yeah, ma'am.
All right.
So I'm coming from Montgomery County, Georgia last year, where I was a first-year co-teacher. I also coached football and basketball as well. I came here to East Lawrence this year as a co-teacher in the subjects of U.S. history and American government.
Very good. Now, tell everybody who you are.
Shaw Tremaine Robinson Jr.
All right. And you're coaching as well.
Yes, ma'am. I coach receivers here at East Lawrence High School.
And so for you, what made you want to go into the field of education?
Both of my parents, my grandmother and my mom, they both were teachers, and my aunties were teachers. So growing up, I always grew up after school, going into their classroom, helping them, watching them tutor or do little meetings and stuff.
Right.
And that interested me at a young age, just to see how they connected with youth. So me being a young African-American male, it's not a lot of us in this teaching world, that inspired me to become a teacher, like knowing that I have a little kid looking up to me like, man, I can be like Mr. Robinson one day. So that just made me want to be a teacher.
Very good. And of course now, you know, as an athlete and, you know, former athlete and now as a coach, segueing into that, talk to us about that side of you.
That was the easy part. Since I was 12, 13, I knew I wanted to be a coach. But as I got older, I realized that to be a coach, you have to be a teacher. So why not coach the students that I teach?
Right.
So it's like they see me in the classroom teaching, then they come to me as an athlete, see me as a coach, and they relate to me in the field and in the classroom because I've been there and I've done that before. I've been to college. I went to Fort Valley State. I graduated from high school in 2018, and I finished at Fort Valley State in 2022 with a bachelor's in psychology.
Look at you. You stayed focused, haven't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, did you play basketball there as well?
No, I played football.
Did you?
Yes, ma'am.
Coming from an HBCU football player, hot off the trail, and now here it is. You're at East Lawrence High School, and you've got a wealth of knowledge you can bring to this school.
Yes, ma'am. That's another reason why that I'm glad that God brought me here. The young boys that I coach, it's like I'm in heaven. I love them. I love them, man. And they buy into everything I say. There's never no talk back. There's never no, is Coach Robinson know what he's talking about? It's never that, because like I said, I've been to the place they trying to go, or even a bigger level, because I always tell them, y'all going to be better than me. Y'all going to be better than what your coach was. So that really it, just being an inspiration to the youth, giving them something great to look at.
Yeah. I love that. I love that. And for you in the position that you're in, it should be awe-inspiring because there are so many young people who do have aspirations of going off to college to compete, you know, collegiately, and you're that example.
Yes, ma'am. And I'm glad that I did that, and I'm glad I'm in this profession, because I heard one of my teachers say when I was I was growing up, my age changes, but the kids doesn't. So I will be impacting the age range until I retire as a teacher, a coach.
Yeah.
So that's just something I always look forward to.
I love that. Well, we're so glad to have you with us, Coach.
Thank you.
And this young lady here, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. Share with us, please, all about yourself.
Hi, I'm Michelle Taylor. I have a husband, Anthony Taylor, and 3 small children, Darlie, Dax, and Dade. I'm coming
wait
from
a minute, ma'am. All D's?
all D's.
Look at you, Miss Thing. Look at you, Miss Thing. I love that.
Yes.
Keep going. You caught me off guard with those 3 D's.
So I'm coming from Ace Macon. This is year 13 in education.
And for you, what has been your staying power?
Oh, I love it's all about the kids. I really enjoy being a part of the school system, and the biggest part of that is the children.
And so for you being a mom yourself,
Yes.
and how have you been able to balance all of this?
Oh, that's hard. It's hard to balance, but I think of the kids that I teach like they're my children, my personal children, and I do what I have to do to make it happen. So
I love that so much. And, when you think about that, when you do, like you say, you treat these kids like they're your own. Yeah. I think that, with our parents out there, you need to, building that trust and building that rapport is to have people who teach from the heart.
yes, very important to build those relationships.
And so as coming in from ACE and then transitioning in here, how has this transition been for you?
It's been easy. Everybody here at the high school has made it so comfortable. Have really enjoyed getting to know everybody. The staff here is awesome, and they've all been super supportive and welcoming.
And, as you're wearing your shirts, Team Falcons, that's what it's about. When you're able to when you're able to work together for that common good. And I think that in the field of education, you have to be able to have those relationships within this building in order to be able to do what you do in those classrooms. And that's so important. And so for you, now it's football season started and you're co-teaching in the classroom. How are you going to keep it together, Coach Robinson?
It's just a time management thing, just putting my priorities above everything and then letting the little things be the little things. Like, school is important. Student, athlete. I text my athletes that in the morning sometimes to remind them, student, all in capitals, then athletes, all in lowercase.
Yeah.
Because it's a student athlete. Just like I'm a teacher first, a coach second.
Yeah.
My kids in the school get served before my kids on the field. So that's just how I go into time managing.
I love that so much. I've been loving all of this here. And, as a co-teacher, kind of explain to them what your role will be in that classroom.
So I'm gonna go into the math classrooms, hopefully get these students engaged, and just hopefully inspire some love of math,
For sure.
like I have within myself.
And your teaching philosophy, when you think of that or inspiring the kids, how do you go about that to really get them to embrace it? Because you know it, but now you've got to get it to, to translate to these kids and to have that love for it.
Yeah, I think that it starts with the teacher. You got to go in with that positive mindset, and that you gotta make sure kids buy in. You've got to get them to engage, and it's a team. It's a team in the classroom also.
For sure, for sure. Now listen, this is your opportunity to kind of speak to the parents out there of these kids that that are in your classrooms, as well as for you that you're coaching, because that relationship, that rapport is so very important. And it's like in education, you need the parents to know that, hey, we are a team. We are working together. So what do you want to make sure that those parents know, or what would you like to say to those parents?
Just, get your babies here. Make sure they're ready to learn, because I'm ready to teach. That's all.
You're ready for it, aren't you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. What would you like to say to those parents out there?
You send those babies to me, and I'm going to make sure they're taken care of.
Oh, wow. Well, we love that. Congratulations to both of you, co-teachers here at East Lawrence High School, as well as football and basketball coach. We're excited about what you're bringing to the table.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. We'll be back, ladies and gentlemen, after this commercial break.
Georgia Pools is your authorized dealer of RecTech grills. From smoking to searing, RecTech grills do it all. So come into Georgia Pools today and grab life by the horns. We also carry all the Yeti products you could need: coolers, tumblers, cups, and more. Find all of this and more at Georgia Pools. Call 478-275-3607 today or come on in to 1201 Hillcrest Parkway in Dublin. Georgia Pools, your authorized RecTech dealer. Mid-State Pools and Spas is Middle Georgia's most trusted pool builder. Whether it's in-ground or above, you can count on Mid-State Pools and Spas for all your pool needs, including outdoor furniture. From pool chairs to patio furniture, Mid-State Pools and Spas carries Telescope and Polly's Island. So call or come in today to Mid-State Pools and Spas. Now open Monday through Friday 9 to 5 and Saturday 9 to 1.
We are definitely starting off the year right, ladies and gentlemen, here at East Lawrence High School. Just meeting some of the most dynamic educators has been very, very exciting for me. Of course, I've got some ladies that I do know, but this one here to my right, we've been going around for a long time. How are you doing, ma'am?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good to see you, darling. And you, honey, this is a family affair here.
Yes, ma'am.
Good to see you.
You too.
All right. We're going to start with you, ma'am. Introduce yourself. Tell us a little backstory, back history about you and what you do in education.
Hello, I am Shamara Carswell. This is my 10th year teaching. I'm also a coach. I coach middle school basketball. We were undefeated last season, and we were the MGMSAA champions for the FY25 basketball season.
Let me stop you right there. Honey, yes. When you all won, undefeated, I knew then you were a boss lady. What was that feeling like for you?
To see the girls, just to see their work that they've been putting in, just to see the efforts and the success that they achieved, I give them all the credit.
Yeah. And for you as a coach, baby, you put that in your tool belt, didn't you?
I did, and I went out.
Yeah, on top. On top.
That's right.
And talk to us about your time in education.
I started in 2016 at Twiggs High School. I taught economics there, and then I went to Dublin, and then I started here, and I was a co-teacher, and then I moved to 7th grade social studies, and then now I am at the high school teaching 12th grade economics.
Throughout your career, Ms. Carswell, what has been the most rewarding thing for you as an educator?
Building relationships with the students. I feel that is key in my success and their success. I feel that a student will not buy into you until they trust you. And once that trust is there, then they know that you have their back, and they will definitely have your back. And I'm a testament of that.
For sure. And it doesn't hurt your mama in education.
Yes.
You know what I love about that, I love the relationship that I see between you and your mom, and I see that support and having one another's back. Has she been any influence in your life concerning education?
Definitely.
Yeah.
My first year, she taught me really what I needed to do to be a strong educator, because she is, although we were colleagues, there were still boundaries professionally. She still held me accountable, and I think that has helped me grow as a professional.
For sure. And now look, we see before you. Fantastic. All right, darling, your turn. Share with us all about you. Talk a little about your family, and then we'll segue into you as an educator and that experience you have on that level, okay?
My name is Katie Scarborough. I'm so excited to be over here at East Lawrence High School this year. My husband is Alex Scarborough. He is a loan officer at the Bank of Dudley here on the east side. So we're both here to serve the community, and together we have a little girl. She's 2 years old, and she is the most precious thing ever.
And the way you dress her is unbelievable. You make me almost want to have a baby.
It's definitely one of my hobbies.
And speaking of beautiful young girls, this one right here, you two both have such baby dolls. What do you want to say about your little baby girl?
She's a blessing.
Yeah.
A true blessing.
She's precious. She's precious. And for you as an educator, now this is going into your which year?
This will be my 4th year in education. All 4 years I have done high school math. This year I get to teach my favorite subject, which is geometry. I'm so excited to get to know the kids here and to show them my love for math.
And for you now, do you come from a family of educators?
Yes, I am a daughter of 2 principals, so I have very strong educators in my family, and I'm excited to get to continue the family business in education.
For sure. Now, when you first told your parents that you wanted to go into the field of education, did they give you a good talking to?
They were definitely not surprised. I've wanted ever since I stepped foot in a classroom in pre-K. I knew that's what I wanted to do.
Oh my gosh.
Because of the impact that teachers can have on a child.
And ladies, with you two being young mothers, to where you have responsibilities. How do you keep things together? Like, how do you find that balance? Because these are all your babies here. But then you got your own little baby that you got to make sure is being nurtured in the way that she needs to be as moms.
I think I learned the balance from my mom raising my younger siblings. I noticed that a lot of times with her coaching and teaching, we weren't seeing her a lot. And so I knew then that I didn't want to be that busy coaching teacher. But with me coaching and you build a relationship with the students, then that relationship kind of is impacted by your child. They love, like my girls, they love my baby like she was their little sister.
Honey, you'd be coaching and she'd be sitting right there behind you, and then at the end you got her on your hip. I have photographed you many times after games where you've had that baby on your hip, and I have seen it, and it's given me so much respect for you as a coach, as an educator, and as a mom. So I love to see it. And how do you find that balance, young lady?
It's definitely something that is a struggle sometimes, but as a woman, you just make it work.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to do what's best for your child, and also still continue your career and impact the lives of your students. So
For sure. And of course, having a mother-in-law like Leslie, who works at the board office, she's right there for you too, giving that support.
She is a huge help.
And ladies, we often talk about like our style of teaching. How do you get the kids to buy in? How do you get them motivated? How, like with this first week in school, you're getting, these kids coming in, a lot of them from the summer haven't really done anything educational to really kind of make sure that they're staying sharp. So how do you command that room, and how do you get these kids to buy in to what it is that you're getting ready to teach them?
Like I said before, relationships are huge, and that's what makes teaching easier. However, there has to be a standard and an expectation, and once those students know your expectation, then they're able to meet them. A lot of times it may come off as you being, strong, or some students may try to avoid, you teaching them. But at the end of the day, we are just trying to prepare these students for what's to come. And we want them to be as successful as they can be.
You're absolutely right. And for you, I went into your classroom the other day. I saw this pretty pink and gingham and Georgia Southern, and you like, wait till I get this on the wall. I'm like, girlfriend. Okay. Do you find that you bring a lot of your style and your personality into your rooms?
100%. I feel like we're here all day long. We have to enjoy what is around us and be in a comfortable environment. So I believe you look good, you feel good. If your room looks good, your kids are going to feel good. So
there it is. And I'm going to go ahead and say this here. These two right here, they don't play the radio. They're going to be sharp every day. They're going to be sharp every day. And this here, you look good, you feel good, honey. I feel that. I get that. I get that. And, and what I love about that is we all have our own sense of style. We have that own sense of ourself and, our look or how we look a certain way. Like, that's important to us. And I think that young people see that. And they either want to emulate it, or they see, hey, now I took the time out to get these edges smooth. Am I Am I right about that?
You're right.
I'm right about that. And, I think that, too, they look at us. And so I think that there's an expectation, like, you're showing them, hey, you're going to have to get it together every morning. Have a sense of care about yourselves. Is there anything else you ladies would like to share with us that we have not spoken of?
Just going back to what Mr. Burke has coined, that 3% better every day. just making sure every day that I'm 3% better than I was the day before, and not only saying it, but acting on it as well.
I love that. Anything else you'd like to share?
And we are a team here at East Lawrence, and I'm going to be all of my students' biggest cheerleader the whole way.
Golly. Y'all almost make me want to come out of retirement from teaching after that 1 year. Well, listen, you know, it's always, I'm so proud of the work that I know that you've already, what you're bringing to the table, okay, from Vidalia, the lineage of your family and that legacy. And now here it is. You've come into your own here, Miss Scarborough, and this is where you're making your mark. And we're so proud to know that you landed here.
I'm so happy to be here.
And Shamar Carswell, you already know how I feel about you. And I know how you come, and I love it. And you transitioning from the middle school and high school, I mean, what you're going to bring to the table is something that they'll always have with them. And I'm so proud of the work that you've already done and what's yet to come.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Miss Scarborough here, coming in out of Vidalia. And then you already know Shamar Carswell here at East Lawrence High School.